Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning, Dan. Let me get this out of here before I accidentally start playing it again. Oh, whoops. Thank you for joining me this morning. Been one of them, just, kind of hang around weekends. Then again, hubby's got cocoa. Found out Thursday while leaving, right before leaving work, he got a text from a coworker saying that he wasn't in work because he tested positive for COVID. Shush. And his work didn't tell him. It was the guy that he's been up in the rafters changing out pipes and all that stuff with, the plumber guy that works for the same company. So Thursday, he went and got a double pack of nose swabs to do a in your home COVID test. Good morning, Danny boy. Just to dig in, thank you for. We got two Dans in the house today. We got bookends. So he got the 2 pack of at home COVID tests on Thursday. He did one. I did one because we're like this on the couch every day unless he's working. La la la. So he did his. There was like the very very slightest of second line, but that usually means it's positive. Mine had nothing, just the top line. Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Thank you for joining us this morning. Oh my goodness. Hello. Shh, my. So yeah, he had the very faint second line. Um, so he said, when I go to work tomorrow, I'll get another test and do it at work. Sure enough, he sends me the picture. It says, give it 15 minutes. I said, stop. Shut up, or you're going in the house where I'm not going to listen to you. Uh, so it said 15 minutes. He went outside to smoke a cigarette one and came back in 5 minutes, not 15 minutes, and he had 2 lines. So that was a definite positive. Yesterday, I had some running around to do and connect since my husband has COVID. But before I could call, I had to go to the store. Hold on. Wrong hand. Yeah, that's the right hand. I had to go to the store and get another COVID test because where he had the 2 lines, I wanted to make sure that I didn't have anything. So I did another test on Sunday, and that came back negative as well. So, good morning, Dana Reed. Okay, this napkin just keeps sticking to my coffee mug. Thank you for joining us on this Monday morning. So I'm still reading negative. Hubby, you got a positive. So he's out of work until Thursday. And so he just left about 10 minutes ago to attempt to go metal detect the farm. He got a permission to, and I'm really hoping the guy's not out because, hello, I thought he was going to go out into the woods and metal detect. Not go talk to some guy you're home with COVID. Hello. All right, fingertips just look like I had my fingerprints done. Oh, my Lord. So far, he's been home since Friday. He goes back to work on Thursday. Regardless, I guess his people just said, "We'll see you back on Thursday." Hold on, Milo. He's gone. He's gone, and I can't tell you when he's gonna come back. So stop whining. Go lay down and take a nap. Go up your bed. Come on, your noob over here. Just stop your whining. I can't take it. Okay? There's no reason to cry. He'll be back in a minute. I say that all the time. He'll be home in a minute. Yeah. 7 football minutes. You could be back in a minute, and they're still going to think you've been gone for days, so. What have you? How's everybody doing? Everybody have a good weekend? Like I said, ours is kind of like meh. I worked on the camper. I got a little filmy, little recording of what I did, and I'll just show that later on when we get a little bit more people in the streams. So so I don't have to repeated play it. Hey, can you just stop, please? Yep. He misses dad, all right. And the funny thing is, though, he doesn't do this when he leaves for work. I mean, you know what I mean? They wave their tails. They give kisses and all that stuff, and then they come and sit with mom. So it's got to be because I'm sitting on a chair, and he can't get up next to me. Dan, it looked like you had a great weekend. Holy mackerel! What did it say? 10 or 12 parks that you hit in one day, and you got $10 in clad, I think it was. I don't know, man. Like I said, you've been hitting out of the park pretty much ever since you could slice the ground this season. Like you started off running, you know what I mean? I think this is going to be your year. Not that last year sucked for you, but I know at one point 10 schools. That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't really been out too much. Which I gotta try to get my shit together and do it again, but hubby was a little upset that I didn't go out Saturday morning. But he didn't end up going where he said he was gonna go anyway, so that's kind of irritating too, you know what I mean? So I was like, so did you go blah blah blah? No. Okay. I finished doing my not finished, almost. I have to resin the tops now, but we purchased the camper and la la la, and I'm trying to give it like a facelift. So I've already done like the peel and stick 3-dimensional looking brick. I mean, it really looks like brick. Of course, it's a fucking camper. There isn't any brick, but because it's going on a slab and it's going to be there until it implodes on itself or whatever, and then we'll just build a cabin around it. Good morning, Bill. Papa Rouse is in my house this morning. Nice to see Bill. So I had a couple of cans of white Rust-Oleum appliance spray, and the countertops, which are really small because it's like the little flip up 3-burner kitchen stove, I think it is, and then we have a huge kitchen sink, which I would rather have the huge kitchen sink and just get a board that goes across the top of the sink if need be for more chopping space. The smaller of and it's a porcelain sink. The smaller of the two sides has a cutting board, a acrylic, whatever you want to call it, a nylon white plastic cutting board on it, but it's nasty. It's got gouges in it, rust, orange looking shit on the other, stain on the other side. So I have that in the car because I'm going to attempt to go. I went to a couple of stores and they're not quite that dimension, which my hubby said, don't worry, we can always round off the corners because I want it to fit just like this thing does. It's got a finger hole like an art palette so you can pull it off. So I figured if we can't, then again, we'll get a wooden one and we'll just prop it up against the side or whatever. But anywho, I had the white Rust-Oleum spray paint and I spray painted the Formica countertops. The countertop the camper tabletop, the vanity lip going around the bathroom sink. But I also did like the top part of the sink to incorporate that with the marble look Milo. Plus, it was that yucky camper or yellow almond. No, it's past almond. It's yeah, you know what I mean. It's got that yellow brown like manila envelope kind of color. Sprayed the sink, but I kept the sink basin itself white. I was gonna do the marble look, but I decided at the last minute to use a wet wipe and just wipe away what I started to dab in the sink. So the basin's part of the sink is white. The outside of the bathroom sink is marbled, like the countertop in the kitchen, the tabletop. Then they have like a little corner. I don't. It's your entertainment center area when you first come into the camper. So I did that top marble effects to match the kitchen, and then I did each side table, which is like a strip, if you want to call it an end table, bedside table. So I did each side in the bedroom, just the top marble. The kitchen countertop and the kitchen table, I didn't just do the top of the surface. I also did, because it was Formica on the top and then wood trim. So I did like the wood trim also. So it really gave it that slab of marble look instead of stopping where the wood was. But I only did that for the kitchen and the kitchen counter and tabletop. Now I just got to get a resin and I'm going to roll it on all the ones that I painted so that it seals it so nothing will lift up. Hopefully it doesn't, which it shouldn't. But again, I want to seal it, and it'll also give it a shine that you would get with stone, polished stone and marble. So we'll be glamping. We don't have a couch yet. We're working on that. See, I'm trying to talk my husband. Not really, because I'm going to do it probably. Take that second bench that's closest to where. Sorry, just got a stab. Stab in the side. Somebody just went, "You're gonna do what?" But was thinking of taking the booth closest to where your living room couch would be out, and either putting two of our chairs there that can tuck right up to the table, and it'll give us like another foot of couch space. But I think measurement wise, we have 69 inches for the couch to be up against the back of that booth. Again, he doesn't want to remove anything while it's sitting here because like the slide is pushed in, and he's afraid if I undo the bench, it might do something to the slide. Okay, so we have to wait until we pull the camper up to Vermont and it's on the slab, and then open the slide, prop up the whatever we're gonna put underneath it, so we have extra. We're probably gonna put like those fence posts or something like that with the cement base and like plywood, just to give it, because it's gonna be most likely open all season until we close it up, right before winter for late fall or whatever. So I definitely don't want the camper to, the slide out to. I mean, yes, it's on a framework, but might as well help prop it up. Well, Hello there, Northern Found. Thanks for joining us this morning. Just chit-chatting about the camper. I've been giving it a facelift. Oh, yeah, and I sprayed inside the shower. However, I ran out of paint, so I only have like 2 of the panels done, and the strip where they join in the in the corner, that's not done yet, nor is the part that you stand in. But I might wait for the bottom part to spray white because I'm going to be spraying all the brass that's in there black. Again, so it's more like, like a wrought iron kind of look to all the different attachments that are in there. Except that there's a lot of brass trim there, and that would take me forever to be there with like pinstriping, fucking black paint on there. Not that I'm not gonna do it, but it's gonna be there for a long, long time. So eventually, I'm sure, just like painting the cabinets. I wanted to paint the cabinets, but since it's gonna be on a mountain, do we actually want them to be like white, do like a black and white kitchen? Because hello, gonna camping. But doesn't mean I can't make the lower part of the cabinets black or even blue for that matter, like a denim or green. The possibilities are endless. But I don't want to bore you guys, but like I said, I do have a little recording that I made showing what I have done so far in the camper. Hey, except for I think the video doesn't have the bathroom because I took pictures also, still life photos, and then I did a video. My. But when I did the video, I did it mainly from the kitchen perspective, looking at the kitchen and turning around and getting the bedroom. Well, you know what? Since I'm talking about it, let's play the bitch. Let's see. So I did the table. Like a slab of marble. I did the countertop. This little countertop. And the ones on the sides of the bed. So, and in the bathroom. So that's it so far. Like I said, I did the brick peel and stick in the bedroom, and at first I just did the back wall. And it looked okay, but yet while I was standing there, I was like, well, what if I did the inside shelving, you know what I mean, of the side tables and whatever the hell is above it. So I did it wrap around, and my husband was like, oh, we're sleeping in a freaking fireplace. Whatever. BC Treasure Trails. Hello. Did you see it? Yeah. Yeah, that's the camper. That's the yeah, what would I call that? Mobile therapy? Not really. It is mobile till it actually gets to the slab. Michigan Gems, I didn't even see you. You squeaked through. Hello. How's everybody doing? Andrea, hey, hello. Everybody's coming through the door. Yippee-ki-yay. Thanks for joining us this morning. I was just telling everybody about random shit, talking about my camper, what I did this weekend, and that's why I was saying it. So I used the Rust-Oleum spray to spray everything down, right? Oh, my shower, that's what it was, because the other ones have already been dry. Hi, Brenda. Good morning, Mama. Thank you for joining us this morning. I don't know if you caught the thing of my camper, but we'll wait a little bit and play it again because I don't want to upset people that just sat through it. I mean, it's 40 fucking seconds long, so. But you guys have all been around to hear me talk about it and stuff, so I just wanted to show you guys the steps so far. I'm still debating about whether or not I'm going to reupholster the bench, the booth seats. Like I said, I want to take one of them away, so it'll give us that much room to get a longer couch, or just to have a little freaking stretching room when you pull the chair out from the table instead of having the booth. I don't know. It's still early, it's still new, so we can do anything. But I was spraying the shower area, and I left to go pick up stuff at the store and get stuff for supper and stuff. I went to and I was looking for a cutting board that would fit the schematics of what's in the camper. I still got the cutting board in my car because when I go to Walmart, I'm going to see how many they have there, and I'm going to get the closest size they have. And if we have to do a little grinding wheel action on the corners to make it sit, because I really want it to fit the sink. That'll make things so much easier because again, you can just chop 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 right there at the sink. I love repurposing stuff, you know what I mean, and making it mine. Like I'm working with the shell. I did some easy peasy peel and stick subway tile for the backsplash behind that little fold up fucking camp stove. I went to do the measurements and it was like 24 by 23. And I'm like, oh my God. So I had already purchased 3 packs. 3 packs of the Subway steel peel and stick, and they had like 4 tiles that were like I think 10 by 10 tiles. So no shit, no lie, 3 packages to the T fit that area except for like a rectangle, and I just cut a piece of cardboard out for right now and taped it there with box tape, and it's got the same sheen on it that the freaking peel and stick does. So yep, I get a double sink in the camper, but you know what I don't have? It's got the knobs, which I sprayed those too. Because again, cheapo, and for right now, I really don't, care. I can have him. We can go to Home Depot. We can order it, on Amazon or anywhere. The only thing is, I want to make sure it, actually fits the. Well, the shit don't even have to go in the holes, all the holes. You know what I mean? Because they're just made to cover the shit that is there. But I was thinking of going with like a matte black. What? 3 chopping blocks? Me, Joe? Thank you. Hey, Beesh. Must be the shirt. I put on tripwire shirt this morning, and either I gained some more weight or hey, buddy. No, buddy. Hey, dickhead. He's taking a walk. Stop. Okay? Come here. It's all right. You're not in trouble. I just said no barking. That goes right through me. Like nails on a chalkboard. JP Lonsonmore, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Oh, thanks. I actually put a little bit more blue on because I just been looking like Swamp Rat Nation. Not that I look like Swamp Rat Nation. I just look like a swamp rat. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Like I put stuff on. Now I know why people in theater and stuff look like Mimi when they put makeup on, because I do like my regular makeup, and I come and I sit on here and I go, wow, man, I can't even see it. You know what I mean? I'm not a clown though. I don't like paint my face. But I figured, I'd add a little bit more blue to pick up the Michigan Gems blue. Just reading the chat, making sure I didn't miss anything. Everybody's saying kudos, hello, good morning. Hobbies, if for those of you that don't know, might as well just show you. I really didn't do anything to the Non-Bob Ross painting this morning. I really didn't, feel like doing anything, so I made a sign and I'm reusing the tent. But yeah, this is what we got going on in the non-Bob Ross. Let me see if I can show you guys. This way, bean. It's the COVID campground. Wow, I got 10 people in my house this morning already. That's amazing. Amazeballs. So yeah, hubby got the cocoa. Um, Me, nope. Negatory. I took my second COVID test because we took it on Thursday, and that's when he was like, "Oh, I don't know. I think maybe it might be a second line, but we're not really sure." So Friday was like, "Yeah, definitely 2 double lines for him." And since he was home since Friday, number one, I canceled all my appointments for this week. So yesterday, tomorrow I would have had two. Uh, yeah, Tuesday would have had two, plus Thursday would have had one, plus Wednesday I have to get my mother's car window button fixed. I made an appointment. I went last week and sat there for an hour and a half in their fucking office, and they couldn't find anywhere. No one had any no junkyards, no dealerships. So they ordered it, and they said next Tuesday. I said, cool. Let's make an appointment for Wednesday. That way, there. I know it'll be delivered on Tuesday as opposed to getting there and it's not there on the time that I show up. You know what I'm saying? Since I am negative, I will probably do another test before Wednesday just to make sure and just wear, a blue face mask and say, hey, I think I might be coming down with a cold, and not even go in their office for them to switch out the arm piece because it shouldn't really take that long. For 4 weeks. No, actually, they said, yeah, see you on Thursday. So that's not even 10 days, I don't think, but whatever. You have COVID. See you in 5 fucking days. Hey, wine bag, please, please, look at the birdies. Do you see the birdies outside? Yeah, if you look out the window, you'll see them. Stop crying. It's all right. He'll be back. He always comes back, right? Daddy always comes back. It's all right. Come here. It's okay. You hear him running. His little nails. Oh, they're like kids. Okay, Bill, not a problem. We will be here. I don't. As of right now, I don't. Knocked on wood. Which he's like, how the fuck do you not have COVID? We sit side by side. We puff the same dragon. I shouldn't say it like that. It sounds like we get an H problem. I've done 2 tests since Thursday, and they, one on Thursday and one on Sunday, and they both said negative. So when I went to go meet my connect, I made sure, even though I was negative, I sprayed myself down with fucking Lysol. And I wore a blue mask. This is bronchitis plus good shit. 4 fur babies. Awesome. We lost one of ours. We had to put her down in October. That was our big girl. She was, she was 120-pound Rottweiler, but when we put her down, she had dwindled. She had lost a little weight and was down to 112, I guess. But that's what happens when you don't eat for days and you're just licking peanut butter off of a fucking spoon. I should try that. Hubby's have been dripping, but again, he has that problem. I've been saying it, especially in the wintertime. Hey, you listen to our video, especially him, and he is definitely a sniffer. It ain't nothing. It ain't from doing the freaking riding the crazy train. Let me tell you right now. It's from living in New England and constantly looking down. I think that really has a lot to do with it. It just is like a ski slope, man. Actually, Milo's nose, not mine, Milo's nose, Pick said looked like it was running on Saturday. So he was like that. And then my daughter said, yes, dogs can get COVID. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Right? You have that yellow pollen flying around and stuff. It's so funny, huh? The snow melts and then it's like, we get a new coating. It's yellow. It's fucking angel pee. Crystallized angel piss. Thank God that's something I don't really have to deal with is allergies. But yeah, other than, like I said, my husband's drippy nose or runny nose, or I sniff just, I think I sniff because I don't want to be caught off guard and be talking to somebody, and next thing I know, I blow a fucking bubble. And not with gum. Or you know what I mean? And all of a sudden I'm that lead part in the fucking Gladiator. The snot rolls down your fucking face. I still think that's what fucking made him a star. That's nothing, Andrea. Holy crap, you should have been here on Friday. Holy moly, you are in for, strap yourself in, you're in for a ride. I do not have anything Star Trek. And so that would be a big fat no. I got this mug. I don't know if you can see it because of the light. Coffee with a side of brunch. I was in the dollar store a month ago or whatever, and I saw those, and I was like, wow, that you can't get any closer to brunch with bean without having a mug made up for myself. Coffee with a side of brunch. Pfft, works for me, so I got two just in case I bust one. A boss mug. Awesome. Well, we were talking code words and stuff like that too. So, and Tripwire was the one who was I mean, we were laughing anyways. Just you know how we are, Joe. Holy crap, we were talking. Yeah. Geez, I don't know if I should bring it up. Yeah, but see, this session we call this like therapy. You know what I mean? Like you can get whatever on your chest off your chest, pretty much. We try not to offend the people that are in the chat. We try not to go too far with picking on our friends and peeps that are in the chat, which we do. We have very good rapport with each other, and we know it's all in jest. A lot of the shit we say does have a double meaning, and it just depends on who picks up on it and who doesn't. Yeah. But considering it's a morning stream, we touch on so many gross things, so many for real life happens in real life, but do people talk about it? It's like back in the day at the TV shows, and the husband and wife, like Brady Bunch or whatever, are in separate twin fucking beds, and you never see them in the bathroom ever. You see them coming out of it, but God forbid you actually see them. Other than the Brady Bunch kids, they're brushing their teeth or whatever, but you never seen somebody sitting on the throne. You do now in things, you know what I mean? But we discuss the here and the now, the true and the real experiences that we've all gone through. Duct tape. Uh-oh. Let's see if it says it on my TV. That's the medical eye place. That would be my Thursday appointment that I canceled. So we'll let them leave a voicemail, and I'll get back to them after the stream. I don't know what red and green is. Yeah, so anywho, yeah, we can talk. You know what I mean? It's a morning stream, but we're all adults and la la la. And we've touched on some stuff that people are like, what in the hell? Who the hell eats breakfast and talks boils or, whatever. Not that we touched on boils, but you know what I'm saying. Right. I know. As soon as I said that, I go, wait a minute, I remember them being in the same bed. It would be like Lucy and Ricky and the honeymooners that would be in their own beds. Oh, Red Green is a name? Somebody's name? I still don't know who the fuck that is, Red Green. Yeah. So like I said, this stream is pretty much random, unfiltered. We like to have fun. But not at anybody's expense. We like to have fun, but still maintain that friendliness, and everybody knows, if for some reason we did offend somebody, we say sorry and stuff. You can't, it's like a tube of toothpaste. Once it's out, you can't really fucking shove it back in the tube. All you can say is, whoops. Fuck, sorry. Yeah, they do. I'm an adult, but I still have an inner child, and I let her out to play. Definitely. Especially at the live stream. Wow, Outfall Thunder, Dingwood Rob, good morning. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks so much. I don't care if it's for a minute, 2 minutes, 2 hours. Thank you for joining us. Hope all is well. I still don't know who Rick Green is. The only person I know with the last name Green is Tom Green. I think that was his name. He was married to Drew Barrymore for a split second. Nice, Rob. Can't go hubby home. Yep, I still don't know who Red Green is. Do you know an actor or a show with Red Green? Who? Red Green. Probably not if you said who. Red Green? No. Yeah, no, it's they were talking about something in the stream. Any luck? Well, I kind of thought that I'm like, you really don't want to be talking to somebody.
Well, I'm not going to get in their face.
Well, I know, but I was like, I figured you would like, do what you normally do and hit the woods or tuck away or something. You get COVID. Let me go ask the farmer if I can dig in his fucking field.
Take a ride down the old camping place.
The old what place?
Camping place.
Oh, yeah. Canadian TV. Is it anything like BBC? What's that called? British television? Like Benny Hill and shit like that? And Monty Python? That shit could be pretty funny. Hello, Digging with Deed. You were the first one to say good morning this morning. I keep emptying my empty mug, so time to do the old magic trick and yes. Yum, 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 yum. Not a problem. No one has to, no one is no, shit happens. Pull up a pillow, join the circle. The session is happening. Nice. Well, that's the whole thing, Deej. You gotta go with, when the inspiration hits you. Definitely. That's like what I think of things that, this should be like an invention. And of course, it's always when I'm puffing or something, you know what I mean? Like blah, blah, blah. And then I forget to write that shit down. And then I see something like a year or two later and I go, hey, didn't I talk about that before? I will, Bren. So, how did the number one, Joe, when you first said that you were doing a rodeo thing, not that you were riding in it, but you were going to be an EMT, and not that I'm knocking by any means. I was thinking because I made some comments like, "Oh, gonna be hanging out with some cowboys." I'm thinking Yellowstone, you know what I mean? And then I saw your pictures on Facebook, and I went, "They're, tykes. They're hubbies in the room. Um, they're youngsters, but that's awesome. You know what I mean?" I'm sure they have parents that bring them to the fucking thing. Because I'm like, hey, if you got a kid cowboy, if you got a cowboy kid, you probably get a cowboy parent, right? BC. 3 kids hurt. Oh, two 19-year-olds with little britches rodeo. All families are married. Sorry, B, no single boys for me. No, not little ones, but hey, it's still early in the season, and I'm not saying that for like relationships, splitting up or anything like that. I'm thinking like anybody that comes to watch, an uncle, a brother, not a brother of the writer, but of the parents. No, I just thought you'd be in your glory, you know what I mean? Be surrounded by cowboys, which you are, cowboys and girls. That's good to know, Mama. No trees came down. All right. Well, while we get some of the other people that weren't here to see the update on my camper, you know how we've been talking about going camping and all that stuff. Well, I recorded just a 40-second video, so I'm going to show it to you guys again because the ones that were here at the beginning didn't see it. 10 years. Okay. So he was a stock contractor. Does that mean he was the meat man? Nope. Okay. On with the bid. So I did the table. Like a slab of marble. I did the countertop. This little countertop. And the ones on the sides of the bed. So, and in the bathroom. So that was it so far. Now I'm going to get it out of the studio because I played it twice and I don't need to do it again. Thanks. Like I said, just putting a little spin on it, making it our own. I still got the bathroom to do. Still got to update the shower. And I think I'm going to get another roll of that brick stuff. And I don't know if I'm going to like tear it. And it kind of, you know, how some restaurants and some places have like only a half a brick wall and it's kind of stucco. So I'm thinking maybe if I did it where the two little walls met in the corner, I can't even do it in the corner, and have it kind of split, you know, and then go underneath the window. Something like that to kind of give it that matching bookends of campers. There's that little bit that's in the bedroom. So on the opposite end, I think I'm going to do a little bit in the bathroom. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Swamp Rat. Thank you, Digging with Deej. No more cowboys. You know, you got dogs wherever in all walks of life. You have good and bad, you know, or one rotten spoiled apple that sucks. So obviously he thought he had some big chaps. Yeah, it was never really into the cowboy or the country stuff, you know what I mean? But there are a couple I've seen here and there that would probably make you think again. Oh no, yeah, he was a bucking bronco, all right. Just a flea. Google. What the hell is? I have to write that word down or take a picture of it because I don't have a pen. Hold on. Hold on, like you're going anywhere. Where is it? Here we go. Took a picture of it. My sister wants to. I can never think of the name of it. I always say go like shushugi something, but it's when you take a torch and you burn the wood to scorch it, but it brings out the grain in the wood. Yeah, she wants to do that too. fence panels that she got to make an outdoor bathroom shower unit. So she wants to do that burn because it protects the wood also at the same time. I don't know who that guy is either. Sam Elliott fan. It's the voice. I mean, he. I like the whole thing. You know what I mean? But he just has that liquid panty dropper voice. You know what I mean? Like, oh, instantly freaking. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, shut up! I'm kidding. Yeah, and who do you like? Who did you say you liked the whole time? You like that Spanish chick?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, what's her name? Selma?
Yeah, Selma Hayek.
Selma Hayek. Hot. Hot, hot. You know what I mean? And again, like either one of us get a fucking shot, so shut up. It's called fantasy. Good morning, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. Queen is pronounced Kane. Whoa, where'd I go? Wait, it went away. Ooh, ooh. Considering that's why I'm going to paint all the brass black because I kind of want it to look like that wrought ironish. You know, I could even sponge a little green onto it or antique copper for the to add the patina. Yeah, yeah. See, the handles and shit are already that brass, so actually I could dab the black to it instead of totally painting them black. I can just dab it and make it look like antiqued old shit. That would probably be easier on me, actually. Oh, cool. I'm sure. I remember that back in the day, um, my friend had just bought like this picture, like a try picture, whatever you want to call it, and she wasn't too happy with the frame that it came with, and I said, "Well, I just bought these paints. It was like a stucco, like a rustic kind of. I was into the southwesterny type design back in the day, so it was kind of like sand mixed in with the paint. So when you painted it on, it had that, like the fucking wind blew and the beach sand went on your shit. So, yeah, so I told her about that paint, and it was like a nice mauve pink, which picked up all the accents in her very pastelly photos, paintings or whatever prints. So yeah, I did her frame in that gritty paint to give it like a stone kind of look to it, southwestern, and she loved it. So I love doing I did my counters in my kitchen. My island in my kitchen used to be like a pink Formica uh, top, and I was like, after I don't know 5 years of living here or whatever, I was like, yeah, time to paint it. So I sponge painted it, 3 different kinds of like, you know, Gouldens, mustard yellow and tans and beige and white, and then specks of blue and green. And I did that on my counters, and then I had like my island was a small topped island with a piece of marble, I think, in it. It was just too narrow, so my sister had given me a faux wooden tabletop from somewhere, and I put it on top of my island, and it was the perfect size. So hubby braced it there, and I did that whole painting technique again to the top of that so it matched the kitchen counters. So yeah, what? Did I miss something? Let me scroll. Oh, I didn't. So did squeak in? Hubby says I don't see him, but more than one person said, "Oh, did my deed." Well, wench as in pirates and ladies. Sorry, didn't mean to lag. I'm reading. Okay, I'm like I don't know where it is, but I can't see anything. Thank you, Bill, because that's what I was looking for. And I pinned a link up at the. I think it's still there. I think I did that. So if anybody wanted to, come on up. You're the next contestant on Brunch with me, and we're approaching the 1 hour mark. Not a problem. You're probably as confused as I was. I think somebody said somebody was in the room and they're not. What? His family had 5 bears hibernating in their crawl space. No. Wow. They must have heard him or even smell. You'd think bears have some kind of odor. There's something that died underneath our house, let me tell you. It's been 2 weeks now, and I would have thought, yeah, I mean, I understand that it's not really hot out yet, so I was kind of hoping by the time the heat actually kicked in, this thing would be past tense by then, like who freaking cares? It would be like the squirrel pulling a chicken leg out of the garbage, you know what I mean? Um, but man, it's taking like a while for this to fully decomp because I can still smell it. So, unless the sticky pad that I dropped behind the freaking stove gets stuck to a mouse that booked with it somehow, like put the back legs on it. Who knows? With it growing because it only has a leg and an arm to use. Who the fuck knows? But it could have died somewhere trying to escape. Family members could have come to try to help it and they get stuck. I don't know. But for a mouse, you would think that you wouldn't be smelling decomp for like 2 fucking weeks, right? A couple of people said, put Milo under the house. That's what they're made for. Little Jack Russell Terrier. Yeah, but what if there's something under there that's not a mouse? What if it's a possum or a something feral? Bunnies. We think you have bunnies that are going in and out. Honey, put a freaking snare wire up under our front steps because I had it blocked, whatever, but obviously they dig. So he put a wire thinking this is the way they're coming in and out, and hopefully we'll snare it. Bugs was pretty smart, I guess. Did they know that there were four cubs? Why didn't they come back for the four cubs? Because you know the mother is going freaking ballistic wherever she is. That's too funny, Bill. You give it freaking beer with it. Bunny burgers. Frickety waggabit, right? Oh, well, I said that to my husband before. I've never had rabbit, but if we ever did like homesteading, which would be really difficult probably at our age, start doing that shit all over. But if let's just say things keep going the way they are and you're forced to fucking run into the woods or whatever, um, I would do definitely. What did we say we were gonna do? Bunnies and chickens, I think, because they're both reproduced pretty well. So we would always have, some form of meat source besides hunting and getting venison. The baby goat. Let me put this up. Oh my lord. Okay, wait. Number one, the mother never went in that freaking kid's room for 2 weeks. That kid does pretty well with picking up after himself and laundry, making his bed and stuff. Well, and I don't know. I think I'd be picking up on that. Not a problem, Andrea. No, Bill. Right? You laugh so hard. Yeah. Well, recently we've actually seen things in the news about kids' bodies being found and abandoned in closets and shit like that. Where people rented. What the fuck? Yeah. One day we came home from school and Jacob wasn't there. And they stayed there and they lived there for, whatever amount of time before they actually and that left it like trash. Actually, another one was the whoever adults took off and left like 4 or 5 children to fend for themselves in an apartment with a dead corpse in another room. Fucking people, man. Yep. Fishing too. If you are, in that, it's so weird too. What the hell were we watching? I can't remember if it's like an Asia type continent or whatever, but like these fish come out of the ground, like tunnels from like they come out of the ground. So I don't know if it's like the plains get flooded and yada yada, and it's almost like noodling and they make burrows or something like that. But we saw like this dude with like you know and pulling fish out of no shit out of a field. So I don't even explain that, but what is it? A screenshot of the goat under the kid's bed? You're so funny. It's funny. Okay. Yeah, they pretty much more like squatting than looting. Walking catfish in the U.S. For what, swamp rat? To catch things that are coming in and out of the water? Now, swamp rat, what is that? Is that like a muskrat? So you're talking like make your own nets? Like people crochet, except it's a man's thing, or you freaking do the big sailor knots and all that shit? That's cool. Again, that's do you do it with natural materials like reeds and stuff like that, or rope, hemp, whatever? The bear family hibernating under the house. Fishing, yes. Is that like the basket type thing, Deej, or are you just saying like because we watch above like the last Alaskans or whatever living below the freaking la 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 line, and they all do that too. They stretch the net out and they leave it, and then they come back, and all the fish that are stuck in it. Netting is man's crocheting. Can can you see it sitting around the wood stove and Ma's over there making your fucking lawn johns and you're over there fucking doing your macrame? Fucking cool. Cool. What's a paracord? Is it's gonna be an animal or a fish, right? From the innards, from inner strands. Nice, Andrea. Oh, that sounds cool too, Deej. So they impale themselves on those. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A paracord is used for magnet fishing. I read meat sticks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can even pick up the rocks and get the crawdaddies or crayfish or whatever you want to call them. River shrimp. Yeah. Are you in a better frame of mind today, though, Joe? After doing your junior cowboy rodeo? I shouldn't call it junior. I should just say the cowboy rodeo and stuff. Did you get better mojo? Mojo Joe? Oh, gotcha. Stick sticks onto the bottom of the stream like a fence enclosure, slightly blocked across the stream, but opening only to stick area. Yes, I've seen stuff like that too, where you kind of like build like almost like a rock wall, but not big. Again, to slightly corral them to a smaller, shallower area, easier for you to just freaking pluck them out, but like they can't get out of. So that's cool too. Your own fucking fish picking pond. Swamp bugs, that's what you guys call them. Huh. Well, you could still it would still work for you, you know what I mean? Because you get mini gem. So, it's not like you'd have to change anything there. And the other one just kind of gets ghosted if that's what's right for you. Because you're out there hooking up with people and doing a bunch of stuff. You're online doing a bunch of live streams. And again, it's all up to you, you know what I mean? Because I know sometimes when we have to make choices like that, sometimes we end up losing a really good connection that we have too. And so that's another thing that has to be weighed. Hopefully, you come to a decision that is agreeable all around. There's no hurt feelings, and everything works out for the best. Mud crawlers. I heard of mud skippers, but those are those fish like eel like things. Muddy mud skipper show. I'd always love to. Well, then again, you got to live somewhere tropical. Brewers, good morning, Bubba. How you doing? what you getting? I know you got a kitten, right? Not too long ago. How you doing, Jeff? JP was in here earlier. I'm pretty sure. That's how I kind of see it too, Swamp Rat Nation. Like, yeah, you're the bones of it. You're the diamond in the rough. You're the gem. Not saying, you know, we're here to support you. Sorry, reading the thingamabob. I'm trying not to give my 2 cents. You know what I mean? Because who am I to say anything? What's going on, Jeff? What are you waiting for, Rob? What type of client is supposed to be coming to you today? Or are you just hoping to get a client? Like a stray dog? I'm pretty sure last I read was a kitty. $15. Rob, did I hear it? Did you have did Pat come to visit over the weekend, or is that an upcoming thing? I thought I saw in a chat or something like that that you said you were excited to have him visit. Yeah, I gotta go to Ace Hardware and get a couple more cans of spray. But when I do the spray this time, think I'm gonna wear one of those blue face masks because I don't even know if I finished my sentence freaking an hour ago. But when I went to the store to get supper and stuff after, oh, and to look for a cutting board, I went to 2 or 3 different stores besides getting dinner. And after I went to 2 of the stores, I happened to look in the rearview mirror and I noticed that all the hair in my nose was caked fucking white from inhaling the mist. Not good. But I know I was spray painting. Other people are going to look at me like, ooh, this chick had a fucking rough night. Or into morning. So I got to make sure that I definitely wear the little blue face mask so I'm not inhaling that shit. And I think I got some. That's either my grays showing now, or I got some of the white spray paint in my hair too. Yeah, I pretty much. Well, I think I got to sweep again. Yep, 2 little dogs. I'm always sweeping. I always sweep up enough hair to have at least 2 toupees made a day. What is it? Lots of locks of love. Yeah, mine would be like dog hair and lint. Both very flammable, but insulated. The freaking critters ripped apart our lawn swing that's in the yard that had the upholstered little pad seats up for the swing. So I had to go out in the yard and pull all the synthetic fibers that had like collected everywhere. Had them in my forsythias or whatever you guys said those yellow bushes are called. Yeah, it was all like it almost looked like a beehive, but it's fucking polyfill. So I picked all that stuff up. We raked it into a pile and threw that away. But if you look up into our pine trees, I see at least 2, if not 3, squirrel houses where that stuffing shit you can see fucking poking out of their fucking nets. Those bastards. Yeah, actually, I've gotten a second dog from Clipping Buddy on more than one occasion, and I've taken pictures of it. Like I actually laid it down and said, "Holy shit, I got a second buddy." From all the hair I clip off of him because his shit just grows. Like he needs it now because he's been tripping over his hair on his feet. He goes to climb up the stairs and it's fucking like poof on his face. Not good. But he's also a fucking like he's like a fucking crack dog and shit. So if you pick him up too high, then he starts fucking freaking out. This is the dog that got pitched out of a moving car window. Yeah. Too funny. I hear you, Deej. But you got wait. It's her SUV camping. I was gonna say, I remember you doing a video on like camping from your car and all that stuff, which is awesome. Which is like the people that live in their van, and it's something. Well, you're not living out of your SUV, but I mean, we even thought about getting like a shuttle bus. You know what I mean? Well, I would do that if I was on my own, so I could. It would be big enough for me, small enough for me to drive, but big enough for me to live in. Blah blah blah. But because I don't want to be driving a humongous fucking Partridge Family bus. Everybody thinks we're part of a big band. Yeah, long-haired cats, you know it. No, see, that's when you ask for them to rejuvenate your garden with the dirt. Get a twofer so you don't have to. It's funny, it's like, the simple things in life. Yay, BC. Do you have robins in your park? Usually, when we see robins here, it means it's springtime because they eat like the worms and stuff and grubs or whatever out of your lawn. So I guess if like they can penetrate the ground with their beaks, with their little peckers, and they're good to go. Right? I know a lot of women who, they're like, well, not so much ask for cleaning supplies, but the newest things to help you out, maybe. Yeah, I'll take like, a blue dawn and scrubbing bubbles. I got some like wildflower mix that I bought like a month ago when I went to like the dollar store or something, and I bought two bowls that had like the grayish marble look to them. Now I think it's going to be a little too redundant to use them in the camera. But let's say I put them on a plate, like a white plate, and then put that on there for like a dessert or salad, then it won't look so bad. You know what I mean? It'll be marble tabletop, white plate, and then marble bowl. I don't know. Is that supposed to say Menor? Menard loads in car for me. Yeah. There you go. There you go, dude. Robins are hawk food. We had a lot of hawks and eagles and osprey. Very little robins. Well, you think even the littler birds would be like popcorn chicken? Oh, Menard store. Okay, I had no clue. Yeah, we have eagles here in New Hampshire too. It's so cool when you're on the river and they fly overhead. I mean, you have big birds fly, osprey and stuff too, turkey vultures, all that shit. But when you see a bald eagle come over, I had one take my. Well, it didn't take me. We went fishing one time on Lake Massabesic. Ah, what's the big? What's the big lake? Winnipesaukee. Sorry, and in his 14-foot aluminum. and I caught a fish, and it was a salmon, but it was like an fucking inch shorter than what it should have been. So we had to put it back. We had to release it, which we do catch and release anyways, but that was a salmon. So he was like, yeah. But yeah, I put that puppy back in the freaking water, and I'm telling you, in 2.5 seconds, a fucking eagle went zoomed in and snatched it. I'm like, that's not fair. He gets to eat it. We can't. Hold on. If it looks good, don't touch it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, either doing raised gardens or pots when we get up to my sister's place, because they get so much sunshine up there that I definitely want to try to start growing stuff. We can make a garden up there, and every year we can, grow our own stuff for the summer. Corn and lettuce and cabbage and broccoli and carrots and beans and tomato. I'm not a big tomato person, but bye, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. Thank you so much for coming this morning. Always love having you here. I know that's when you first said Menards, Deej. I was like, did she just say Menardo? Fucking loads or fucking, or did it say manure? Did she mean to say manure? And the autocorrect changed it. You know how it does that all the time. And it's funny too, because when I go to type in Monardo or say Monardo, a lot of times like say Menudo, like the Spanish young boy fucking band. Menudo Rob. Hope you feel better. What did I miss? What did I miss? Sorry, going back up. hmm. Yeah, I don't like tomatoes. Again, it's like the inside hasn't finished growing. Let the motherfucker grow. You pick them before they're done. But I like pizza and I like spaghetti sauce and ketchup. So I, but I let me just say, I see those chunks of tomato and I pick them and push them over to the side because I'm a big girl and I can do that. Same thing with red and green pepper. push, push that to the side. Or if we get a frozen pizza and that shit's on, I try to like pick the green pepper and the red pepper and push it all onto pick side, and then I like scrape some of the extra onion and whatever onto my side because I don't mind that. Now I thought I just watched something somewhere or whatever, and the guy said he put a piece of silver in his water holder tank or whatever, and it did never got that yucky buildup on the sides and in the cistern and shit like that. something about silver keeps it fresh. So that's something to think about too. Maybe throw a couple of dimes or something in there. Fried green tomatoes. Eee. Really? See, I've tried cherry tomatoes. I've tried plum tomatoes. I've tried beefsteak tomato. But when I was working for Big Easy Bagel way back in the day, I used to have to whip up a bunch of cream cheese and then put it in smaller containers for flavored cream cheese. And where were they going with this? Oh, I used to make sun-dried tomato basil cream cheese. What's going on?
What's going on?
Not much.
I hear all this talk about tomatoes, but you're not talking about Brewers tomatoes.
You grow tomatoes?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Sorry. Well,
Oh, no.
actually, I did know that you said that you love being in the garden now, right? Was
Right.
it a punishment when you were a child, but you grew to love it?
Yeah,
Yes.
That's exactly what it was.
That's what I thought I remember you saying.
But I was also referring about the other tomatoes. Left tomatoes.
Oh. Those meters. Sorry, some little brain freeze here today, I guess.
No, baby. It's just early in the morning, right? Not really, but
right?
We'll claim that anyway.
Normally I can catch it. I just made myself look like a tardo. I'm like, drool coming down.
That's just a little inside joke.
Right? I mean, I've heard it called a lot of things, nugs and blah, blah, blah. And see, we're going back with the code again today. Be happy, Andrea. You weren't here. She was like, I forget what I said earlier. And she was like, like, ooh, it's kind of like, touchy, not really touchy, but I said, that was fucking tame. You should have been here Friday.
Yeah.
Because even though this is a morning stream, it's, think of it at like 11 p.m. type stream.
Yeah, Mark Miller said he was going to send me some Christmas balls so I can hang on, red Christmas balls so I can hang on there. And if you're looking from up above, it looks like tomatoes growing on it.
Nice.
You know that little helicopter that flies around every now and then?
Mm-hmm. I know somebody that used to grow back in the day in Maine, and once the plant got so big, they would grab it by the stem and stalk it down.
Yeah, stake it down, yeah.
Yeah, stake the stalk down, sorry, so that it never was more than like 4 feet high. It was more like a bush. And I'm telling you, man, they used to have a rolling tray that was a fucking turkey platter. They had freaking, I'd never seen shit like that big in my life. But yeah, it was great. We had white rhino all weekend long. We slept in a fucking treehouse / hunting stand, blind, whatever you want to call it. It was cool with our 2 kids. It was cool. It happened once. It was an experience.
Hello, everybody in chat. Sorry if I didn't call your name out individually when I first come in, but I was still just a little busy this morning. But I'll say hi now.
Yeah, thank God my stream isn't like zooming like a teleprompter, man. I go to people's chats and live streams. I should say go to their live streams. And in the chat, you're spending a good portion of that time saying hello individually, unless I don't know if people do the, talk to text thing and they have like 20 people at once. But by the time I'm done saying, hey, how it's going? La, 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 the person's premiere is done. I'm like,
Yeah, by the time you get done saying hello to everybody, it's like time to say goodbye to everybody.
Right. Well, we'll get you on the next live stream.
Yeah.
And then again, you're fucking back to saying hello to the people you just left.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
just
I
said
always
hello to.
right. Hey, all you fuckers that were just in the same chat with me before.
It does get overwhelming at times.
Oh my God, it really does. But you don't want to offend and not say
Exactly.
hi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know there are some people that I probably do miss because I always start from the bottom because that's the most recent comment. So I go from there up, boop, 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 you know. So you might be the first person in the stream or whatever, which in that case I would see you anyways, and we would already be having a conversation.
Right.
But you know, to actually sit there and say hello in somebody else's chat, I definitely go from last man in or last comment and work my way up. And it's like, sorry if I forgot anybody, but it just jumps, you know, and I'm like, shit, like I pause on, did I spell the name right? And then I look up and it's like you, and I went to say, hey, Brewers, and the whole thing gets screwed up because I hit the V instead of the B.
Yeah, I'm like Parker at Pat when it comes to typing. I'm slow, and it doesn't do me good to talk in chat because it's usually all the way gone, and they're like, "What's he talking about?" But you know, they've moved on to something totally different.
I know, but a lot of times I have to backspace and go, yeah, we won't put that one in because that it's not. There's such a big gap. People would be like, "What the fuck did she just say?" I might have to say, responding to Park Rat Pat's fucking comment about, you know what I mean? And again, by that point, you know, your opportunity for the one-liner had already passed.
Yeah. It's not, you don't get to communicate with somebody like being on the panel, you know. It's awesome to be on panel and just be able to talk instead of having to try.
Oh, I know. That's why I said sometimes when I jump up on you guys, I just don't feel like texting I'm so wrecked. I'm like overshooting the number of, the letter I'm supposed to be hitting, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I hit the 8 all the time instead of the I. So I always got to look because it'll be like, oh, I was trying to do something. And it'll say like 8 was trying to do something, you know what I mean? And it's like, 8. People look at me like, what the fuck does that mean? So that's when you see when Bean's message has been removed. That's because whatever the hell I thought I was typing, no.
I'm not putting that out there. No.
People be like, what the hell? She's got letters and numbers together in a word.
So that's why Bean uses a lot of emojis.
I can definitely tell a story with emojis. I'm telling you, I really... most of the shit that I write in there anyways is just what like either somebody just explained they did or whatever. You know what I mean? It's funny. Except that sometimes I wonder if the emojis I use are different than some people's emojis because like, say when you do that pound sign, you know, with the p in the middle and you do that and people are like, what is that? And they don't say like, you know, like, AAP, he does that a lot, and he does the freaking, you know, Marlin fist, you know, to the screen or whatever. Yeah, and then people are like, "What is that?" I don't know what that means. Well, they don't have this. No, or maybe they do. I'll have to look for the hand.
Good luck tonight, Rob, with the detector meeting and having Pat as your guest speaker. I hope y'all really enjoy it.
Tonight. There you go. Thank you for stopping in, Rob. Take care.
I think they're going out on a hunt tomorrow.
Okay. See, I thought I heard him say on somebody's stream that he was excited for Pat to come up. I thought he said over the weekend, but apparently I was wrong. See, I'm big enough to what?
See, Madman Mark Miller interviewed Pat last night, so That's how I kind of got the information about what Pat and
Hey,
Rob's
JP.
doing today.
Hey.
JP, what's up, brother?
What's up?
Well, just figured I'd say hello before I go out here and start planting some herbs and working out in the flower beds.
There you go.
Yeah, I got a garden day to myself. I got to get some corn and potatoes in the ground.
How
Nice.
deep do you plant them potatoes, man?
I usually hoe a row about 6 inches deep in the level dirt, and then I come back and cover them up and hill them just a little bit until they sprout through. And then once they sprout through the dirt, I'll put fertilizer down and cover them one more time.
And just leave them grow out the top.
Yeah, just let them grow out the top and then cover them over enough to cover up all the leaves, and then let them.
I don't think he's close enough. Mama said, JP, look up and motorboat Jeff.
I'm gonna pull a bait. I'm gonna cover them up. No. No mercy. But yeah, after you hoe them or row them for the second time, JP, you just walk away, man. Just keep them weeded. Other than that, and you're good to go.
I gotta get some corn seeds. And Mom went and planted individual corn seeds in little cups.
Oh no, she didn't.
Yeah, she did.
The biodegradable things that you just plug in the ground?
No, they're like solo type cups.
JP.
You just pop them out, pop them in the ground.
Thanks for joining. Yeah, I kind of like those little peat pots or whatever they are.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah. Especially for people that, don't have so much of a green thumb. It kind of has all the little stuff to start them off, you know what I mean, that you need for either, from the seed or even a little start. What do you call it? Seedling.
I tell you, putting this stuff back in the bottle is a lot harder than getting it out.
I thought that's what you were sitting there doing, but I wasn't going to say anything.
No funnel?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got a funnel on there.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Some of them are bigger than the funnel.
Yeah.
What's going on, Luke?
That's some of that good Cali green pay dirt that we
Squirrels
received.
Magnet Vision. Hello.
This is different. This is just calcite. This isn't the Cali green.
Oh, okay.
The Cali green is just regular material. This is actually calcite. Because what gave it the Cali green name is that in certain light, some of the things look green, makes it look green. But this is just plain calcite, he said.
It's the white calcite, right?
Yeah, this is the white that he dyed blue, or tried to. But,
Boy, if he could find some of that material where Benzo cut that rock open and it had that dark of a blue in it, in that calcite, that would be beautiful.
right?
I mean, beautiful.
You beat in your plants. Do you have like a tomato cage or anything around your individual or your garden? I heard they like herb a lot too. Deer. Probably shooting and jumping.
Now, it's very possible for JP to have deer in his garden because I remember seeing photos of deer in his backyard just walking around.
Between the deer and the groundhogs, man, I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen.
Well, I know you can take a string and just like a regular pop bottle, put you a string down in it like a wick, like a candle, but fill this part full of ammonia. That will detour any animal out there to eat the garden.
Huh.
Really?
Especially deer. A friend of mine has a produce field, a vegetable farm, and that's what they have to do to keep the deer out because it's too big of an area to fence off. I mean, we're talking a mile-long rows.
Did you find anything detecting? Now, what if you were, not to sound gross, could you use your own urine?
I've heard that, yes.
This is what I was thinking, you know what I mean? Could you pee around your freaking plot like a barrier?
Well, just in personal experience from growing out in the wild. My tomatoes. I've tried human hair around them. I've tried, whiz,
Yeah.
but nah, that don't deter them.
Hmm.
Not the deer.
Right. So ammonia in a bottle with a string for
Horse fence works
Yeah.
too.
what? Does? A horse fence. Landmines, all that stuff.
To keep deer out around here where I live, you have to build a 10-foot tall fence so they don't jump it.
Yeah, they can jump a 6-foot fence easy.
Yeah, that's what Dee just said. No more deer in my garden. 6-foot fence now.
They can jump a 6-foot fence, but it's a good deterrent at least.
Yeah.
You know what I think we all need is those the bent fences like they have behind the catcher, like the baseball field.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They ain't gonna try to jump over your fence because they're gonna land on it. Bing! Springboard them back where they came from.
But
So,
yeah,
fucking no jumping off the bridge fence.
I think having a garden this year is going to be pretty important come the end of the growing season because it's just kind of fishy about all these food processing plants that are catching fire and planes crashing into them. And so we got to make sure we have enough food for ourselves.
Right?
That's it. With the size of my garden, I'll be able to take care of the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, you got a good spread back there.
Dude says whatever you Sorry.
The thing about with fences around gardens, it's hard to get in and out with the tractor when you need to get in and out with. That's the whole reason why I'll never put a fence around mine.
Well, then again, if you have a garden big enough to fucking use a tractor in.
Yeah, that's me. I do right in my backyard.
Then I can definitely understand.
You can lose a little bit,
Yeah. What, baby? Ask Daddy to let you out. Go ask Daddy. Is he sleeping? He's whining. Can you let him out in the yard, please? Thank you.
Hi, Pick.
Out?
Hi, Pick. I'll holler
You
at
hear him? Brewer's just saying, hi, Pick.
I hope he's still feeling good.
He is doing well, actually. He, other than that nose tingle that he had the first day and a little slight scratchy throat. I think his nose is a little runny, but other than that, which is what, 3 of the fucking symptoms. No. But like he still has his taste and smell. He's not coughing. He doesn't have a fever.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So if anything, it's just, the fact that the fucking test that he has COVID. It's not like he's down and out, And my tests come back negative.
I've heard that will happen.
Yeah, he's like, don't be pissed about it, but like, I'm glad I don't have it. I'm the one with the respiratory problems as it is. You know what I mean? That or he's trying to get rid of me.
I would say something, but I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm not.
Right?
Yeah, I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah, we don't.
That's my luck. As soon as I say it, 2 hours later, I'm going to be sitting here dying or something.
You all better now? Yeah, you all better now. Daddy let you go outside. Good boy. Okay? And stop your whining.
I don't know if I want to do these other 2 bottles, man. Shoot.
It's a job to get them back in there, isn't it?
What do you grow? Do you grow everything, Jeff?
Mainly potatoes, tomatoes. I don't do beans of any sort, but I do peppers. I seen that look.
What was this?
Yeah, but Bean don't eat beans.
I do green beans, the string beans, yellow beans. Yeah, those
Yeah.
beans.
You
Pole
like,
beans, whatever you want to call them.
yeah. No, I don't do any beans, but everything else pretty much. Okra, asparagus,
You
cucumbers.
you guys are the country boys, so you like all that stuff in your that's shit you're used to eating. That's your comfort food. I'm like okra. That's the shit in gumbo, right?
Yeah,
The shit that looks like a wagon wheel.
yeah.
I don't like okra unless it's fried.
Oh, really?
I like mine
Plain.
pickled.
Snap
But
peas.
I grow the okra for mom. I usually grow the tomatoes for mom, so I don't like. I'll eat a cherry tomato or the Tommy toes, but I don't like the big tomatoes personally.
Not a mater sandwich kind of person.
No, I'm not.
I
don't like the texture. For some
No,
reason,
and that's it with me. It's the texture. That's what I was gonna say. If anything, I think I would buy the little cherry tomatoes or whatever, and then lay them out in the sun and let them get sun dried. Because when I used to make the sun dried tomato basil cream cheese, you would get the sun dried tomatoes and then you pour a little oil and let them just soak in the oil to soften up slightly. Then chop those motherfuckers and stir them into the cream cheese. So good.
Nice.
see, my favorite is the little bell-shaped Tommy toes that are yellow and orange. They're lower in acidity as far as a red tomato that's got high acid.
Nice.
So I have a problem.
I'll have to look for them.
Uh-oh.
So the bottle's full, and it's still up in the funnel. So you tell me how that shit happened.
Something's not turned right. There's one rock taking up more space than it was.
So you just gotta tap it down.
Yeah, I was gonna say the bottle has to burp.
He's giving it the pat on the back.
Yeah,
like
there
he
you
would
go.
a baby.
It's gonna go, and then that stuff will fall in. Oh my goodness!
God.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat.
You're good, Bean.
Hello, did we say everything treasure? I think they've been here for a while, right? Well, we're saying it. Sorry, I didn't mean to spit.
It looks like they come in at 11:52.
So yeah, they just got here. Then.
Yeah, they just come in.
Good morning. How we doing? Hope you're having a fabulous Monday. We're all sitting here talking spring fever and gardening, but we're learning stuff to it from. Okay, you said you do your potatoes at 6 inches down. Store that in the memory warehouse. You said on flat ground, and then you make mounds. And then when they start to sprout, then you do fertilizer on top of them and recover them, and then let them grow for there, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Well, and like what Deej is talking about, it has nothing to do with politics or anything. No, but it's funny that one of the largest fertilizer producers on the East Coast here in Winston-Salem just caught on fire a couple months ago. That's the reason that the price went up. It's not really gouging. It's just when supply is gone, the price goes up. And that's what's going to happen with the food. That's why it's going up now. Yeah, the dollar's going down, but
yeah,
there's no food price.
That and the truck drivers, they get to fill their tanks with way high prices in gas to be able to bring the food that's now jacked up too.
Yeah, I think diesel's 409 or 4 something here. And
my nephew just drove down from New Hampshire to Florida for their family vacation, and they were like, one of the things they wrote on Facebook was, "It's fucking awesome paying less than $4 for gas." So it must be cheaper somewhere down there.
Yeah, gas it's running what 358, 359 JP something.
Okay,
Like that.
yeah, definitely lower than here.
Well, gas is anywhere from 349 to 389, depending on
Yeah,
which part of town you're in.
Yeah.
but I noticed this year the fertilizer has went up yet once again, like JP's talking about. Plants, the actual plants, when you buy them from the little greenhouse, they have almost doubled this year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, what costed me 120 to plant last year will easily cost me 200 and some this year to plant.
Wow.
I mean, you start adding up little 6-packs of these kind of plants, 6-pack of zucchini, squash, and peppers. You'll pay up to almost $4 per pepper plant.
Now, can't you start your own seeds from the
Yeah.
seeds inside the pepper and the tomatoes and the eyes from the potatoes?
They're supposed to be the heirloom is
Yeah,
the only ones that'll grow from themselves. They
Oh,
say.
really?
Yeah,
Huh.
the heirlooms.
Wow.
Which you can get those seeds, yes, but I mean, I would have had to start my garden back in February on
Yeah.
seeding and getting them started and healthy and big enough to go out here now. And just the energy you would have spent on light and heat for those would have been astronomical.
Right. Yeah.
If I had me a nice little greenhouse to help with that, that would be awesome. But have you seen the prices of greenhouses lately? Holy camoly.
Well,
Yeah.
Mom, we got one a couple Christmases ago, and we gave it to Mom, and it's probably 4 by 6 and maybe 6 feet tall. She's got it on her back deck.
No, I've always wanted to look under like freebies, in the like Craigslist and yada yada or marketplace and see about like collecting random French doors and making a structure, you know what I mean, and just putting the French doors up all the way around and having like a glassed, aquarium greenhouse type deal. I think that would be cool.
Absolutely.
Especially if you could get that shit for free, anything that you could, materials you can get for free is always a bonus.
Most of our greenhouses are the arch pipes with double plastic.
Yep.
Over in an air pocket in between the two plastics. You circulate that air constantly and it keeps it blowed up. Plus, it helps regulate your heat coming in from the sun. And
right down to the ground. It's not no raised floor.
No, you're using natural floor in a box. A lot of times we'll use float beds, and that's where it's just a box with plastic liner and styrofoam floats sitting on top of 6 inches of water, and you do it hydroponically.
Yeah.
Easier to add the fertilizer to all of it because you just introduce it into the water, which the trays are sitting on. So,
yeah, that's cool. That's definitely cool.
Sorry, hang out with you guys today. I can't be in the room.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, if you can see me, that's the whole thing.
we got the
yeah, pretty much. I got this going on, no doubt.
Yeah.
I just want to stop in and say hi, guys.
Good to see you, Pig. Stay healthy, brother.
I'm kicking.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you were going back out.
I am.
Oh, all right.
He's gone.
Go to the woods. Stay away from peeps. Just to make sure. I canceled all my freaking appointments this week just because. So my sister's taking Mumsy grocery shopping sometime today. Canceled my appointment for Tuesday and Thursday, but I'm gonna keep the one to get the door latch fixed. Since I've already had two tests that came back negative, you know what I mean? I think I'll buy one more Tuesday night just to make sure, and just wear a blue mask, just to make sure they don't need to know, As long as I'm not sick,
Yeah.
don't have to worry about it, But yeah, he's doing good. Like I said, he doesn't really, other than slight runny, drippy nose or whatever. He doesn't have the chill. He's not running a fever. Usually, when you're running a fever, that's a good sign that your body's fighting a virus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bye, Joe. Thanks for coming. Yeah, you're sticking up. Actually, we made it to the 2-hour mark. Cool.
Awesome. So, Bean, do you use raised beds for what you grow?
I don't grow anything because where we live, we have freaking pine trees all over the place. So we have diffused sunlight. I used to have one of those elephant type blow up pools, and I got a sliver of freaking light, so I would like be on my fucking float, hanging onto the freaking dog-eared fence. So my float would stay here, and hopefully I would get like a beam of light. We had the pool for a year. We ended up shoving it in a big ass cooler and putting it out front for free because I was like that, and my neighbors were like this out their freaking window. I'm like, wow, what are you talking about? Hello, Zazie Explorer. Yeah, I was like, at first I thought it was just the teenage boy that lived there with his dad. Because like I said, hello, you can look out your window and just like go to the side or something. Why would you do the very interesting? You know what I mean? Why would you come up? But anywho, yeah, talk about feeling like hello. Number one, I can't even float in my own freaking pool because I'm in shade for the most part. You know what I mean? So you're like, and then I got fucking thing one and thing two trying to catch, I don't know, cleavage or something, which I do not wear a bathing suit because I do not have the body shape for one. You know what I mean? I would look like a pear in saran wrap.
I would say the pollen out of those pine trees paid hell on the pool cleanup too.
I bet.
Yeah.
Not so much the pollen, but just the debris that was constantly falling, and then I didn't want like the pitch to be the sap shit to be all over it too. It wasn't too bad actually. I even had like a little chicken fence going around it to keep Coco at the time, so she wouldn't go on the side of it and freaking poke it or anything like that. But oh, buddy's on your freaking bed, sorry.
My son lives in Alabama around Birmingham area, and like I was talking to him last month, and everything outside has a thick yellow coating, about that thick, of just pine pollen.
Yeah.
Tree pollen.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten that bad yet. I'll give it probably another week or two. And yeah, it's almost as bad as like getting a dusting of snow and you wake up and go, oh, where did that come from? Same thing, except it's the pollen. Yeah.
You can't even tell what color
your wipers, you know what I mean? You get streaks of that shit running down your car.
You can't even tell what color your car naturally is either.
I know everybody's got that electric yellow. Skinny dipping, I don't think so. The only skinny dipping I do is in my bathtub, and I'm a shower girl. I used to like to soak like a tea bag, but our water here gets cold fast. So yeah.
Sounds like you might need to clean the calcium flakes out of the bottom of your hot water heater. Sounds like your bottom element's covered up with those calcium flakes and not working.
Huh, could be, because we've been here for about 10 years and the system, well, I'm trying to think when the hell this, babe, when was the house built? 78? Something like that. Like, we were on the cusp of being able to get fucking insurance because the fucking trailer was like, you know what I mean? Between that and having a Rottweiler, they're like, which one's the fucking worst one? But whatever. But yeah, we haven't woken up with, water up to our ankles or anything like that yet. But it's just, yeah, no there are places where heat and hot water is included, and the fucking water, I guess, is never ending. I used to rent, but I never had never ending hot water. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, after a little while, I mean, you're probably in there for 20 minutes, but here it's like 10. You know what I mean? There's no dilly dally, and you get wet, you soap up, you razor blade what you have to, and then fucking rinse. Usually by the rinse of the hair, that's when it's starting to get cool.
It might have something to do with the size of your hot water heater as well.
Yeah, it probably looks like this. Yeah. It's one of them, single jobbies.
Yeah.
I don't know how much, what the consumption is. When we bought this place, I think elderly people lived here before us, so.
Yeah, and say you have a smaller tank or even a 55-gallon water heater, when that bottom fills up with that calcium flakes and covers that bottom element, I mean, you're losing half of your volume of hot water that you would have had 55 gallons. Now you're down to like 45. So that cuts your time limit down on your hot water.
So is there any way of getting the calcium out?
Yeah, you take
the
the bottom element out and sit there with a stick, or like Deej was saying, a calcium scraper, and sit there and pull it out of the hole.
Oh. Huh.
Sort of like flushing it out.
Hear that, Mr. Maintenance Man?
I'm sure he's very familiar.
Let's see.
That's just stuff living here where I live with the water from the county, that's just stuff you have to do and have, we've had this house for 45 years, so you learn the tweaks and the twerks.
Yeah, see, we get water coming in from the town, but septic.
Yeah, I have septic as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, those endless hot water heaters that's gas, they are very nice. They are.
Yeah, the landlord was installing one, I think, when we were moving out of the apartment we rented like over 10 years ago. I'm like, you. Thanks, buddy. But it was a new guy a new landlord. It was like, yeah.
He's just updating while it's vacant. Yeah, that's understandable.
Yep. Yeah, because he had it was 3 stories, and it was, I want to say, 3 bedrooms. So the more you make it update, yeah, because they said something about that's it too, that they were going to switch, like where the little pantry area was going to go in what was our storage shed that was attached. You know what I mean? So yeah, they were somehow going to expand and either make the bathroom go on that side and the kitchen on that. I'm not sure, but yeah, he was definitely putting tankless hot water heaters in though.
Sometimes they're better, sometimes they're not.
You got one, JP?
The thing about them is when you've got a long distance, a long run, from the hot water heater to where it is, sometimes it's better for like a sink or something, but for showers, no.
See, because I think my sister was thinking of doing that also to the shower toilet area up on the slab on her property, because they have like a water inlet right there, whatever that we know of. They got like a propane that's in the ground, and then they have the water pump system. So yeah, she was thinking of getting one of those tankless heaters and hanging it, on the inside of the bathroom somewhere, so that we don't have to just have fucking ice cold river brook water. Oh my god, she showed me a rig. I gotta show you this. They're like, so we saw this solar thing that we're gonna get. Okay, so because I told them about the Jackery and different brands of solar panels, generators, so you don't have to have like the gas run one and make a lot of freaking noise. Yeah, hold on, wait till you look at this rig. She said she's buying. I don't know if you guys can see this.
It's a trailer.
Damn.
Do you see that? With the freaking lights and shit on it?
That's an operation right there.
It's gonna light up the whole area.
It's like it can run a whole house, so it'll generate power to both of our campers and anything fucking else we ever want to put on. I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? So, because she said something about the kind that they have at construction. So I'm thinking, when you're driving down the road and you see this little tow-along one that operates a fucking light, whether it's a spotlight or a street light, so you stop and then you go because it's like single lane traffic. That's what I'm thinking. Almost like the size of a, what do you call it? Like when people tar the road and they pull that little fucking thing of tar behind them. Not real big, but that's what I was thinking. They would have a generator type thing like that. That fucking thing. She said it's 20 feet. I'm like, our trailer is 26 fucking feet.
It might be a little bit on the excessive side.
I'm not sure. She said it's a little smaller than that or not, but yeah, she said we'll never have to worry about power. So I'm like, oh. And she went to order one and they had just sold her last fucking one. So it's like she's on that
waiting list.
She's on the waiting list, damn it. And she's trying to see, because one of them was located in California. So she's trying to see something similar that's located in New York, because they charge you so much per mile to deliver it, to haul it or whatever. So it would be definitely way less coming from New York to Vermont than it would be California to Vermont. So I was like, holy crap, that was way bigger than the setup I was thinking that they were going to have. But like I said, you shit, man, we won't have. She's like, that way there we can have like, surround sound or whatever. You can have a stereos hook up. Because they bought 10 acres, so this is going to be the place for years and years. So you know what I mean. I'm like, yeah, but she's getting everything like now. We want it now.
Shoot, y'all gonna have concerts there and everything?
You never know. We're gonna have my fucking live stream from there for up there on Friday or Monday, because that's the plan too. We're gonna synchronize time off. So instead of taking Friday off, they'll do go up after work on Friday or whatever. But you would have Friday night, then all Saturday, all Sunday, and then you have Monday off, so you can pack up and come home in the morning if you want, or you could wait until freaking noontime because it's like a 2-hour drive.
So where are you going to be selling your tickets for Beanfest at?
Yeah. We'll have to discuss that with the sibling, considering it's their property and we're like honored to even be included. Like when they brought us up there, number one, their GPS brought us up a 4th of Dairy road, meaning it was for like ATVs, okay? Where my husband was having a fucking heart attack pretty much because he thinks we're going to be broken down somewhere in the middle of East Mumford. And they're like, because we didn't know what they were doing. It was a surprise, so they're trying to like get us through the situation without giving up the freaking surprise. But at the same time, I kind of put 2 and 2 together because we kind of had a discussion a couple of weeks prior about them looking for property. And when because we did the guys in the front, girls in the back, and she reaches in and types in on GPS and says, "Can you remember Johnson Road?" Well, considering that's our fucking last name, I think I can remember that. But I'm like, okay, we're not going to my aunt's house because they know how to get there, so they wouldn't put the GPS coordinates in. You know what I mean? Then it brought us to a road that this was their second time going to the property. First time coming from Canada. Okay, so totally different way. And they definitely did not go that way. So the GPS brought us on a not for fucking car road. Yeah. Oh, holy Lord. But we made it. We found the road we were supposed to be on. So now every time we drive, we go, we don't want that road. Stay away from that.
Don't take the camper down that road.
No. And they even found a better way in, I guess. Instead of getting off on the one exit that we're used to getting off on now, if you go a little bit further down the highway and hit like a route, whatever, 9, we'll say, that will cut off some of our travel time. And they said the road was a lot better than some of the other areas we had to go through before, because they brought a trailer full of wood up there to make a pergola or whatever, a roof with sticks to be able to eat underneath, and the rain don't fall on you. Yeah. So, pavilion, pergola, whatever. They bought it. It came with a slide and rock climbing wall. Was supposed to go in their yard for their grandbabies. My sister's like, yeah, fuck the grandbabies. We just won't use the rock climbing wall of the slide. I said, bring it. We can just, attach it to a fucking tree or something. So they will still be able to use it. But the structure is going to be where, like, the main outdoor eating area will be and shit like that, hangout area. And then they got the stones from up there last weekend, but she said that they kind of tore up the yard because it's then very rainy. This last week was almost every day had rain. Plus they did get some snow. So she said the worst part of the whole thing was right in front of their driveway to go on. But they got it there. So so we're waiting for slightly drier time, and I think they're supposed to grade the road in May. So we're hoping it's the beginning of fucking May. And not like Memorial Weekend May.
Hello, Jason, Dark Knight Detectorist. Welcome.
Hello.
Well,
Thanks for joining us.
He come in from all the way across the pond.
So it's going to be, what, 4 p.m. or something like that?
5.
5. Thank you.
5:18.
Okay, because I was going to say, I know when Jeff's come for 10 o'clock, it's like 3 o'clock. So, yeah. Yep, so it's supper time. We're having brunch. He's having suppy.
Oh, look, your shirt matches your drink.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
No advertising or nothing.
I was just going to say, are you monetized?
No.
I know, that's the same thing with me drinking Mountain Dew and shit.
So I got the email from YouTube about applying for monetization, right?
Yeah.
Well, then I go to do it, and because I went from like 920 to 1,000 to 1,200, and then back to 930, it won't let me do it now.
Yeah. I was hoping to get my the shoot.
But yet they sent me the email and everything. It's like
the community tab. I was in hopes that it would open my community tab, but you have to apply for it and give it a week, and it was already gone. I was like, well, crud.
you shouldn't have to apply for that. They just give it to you.
20 past 5 in the UK. Cool. 20 past 5. What is it here? Yeah, 12:20. Nice. 5:20. I can never remember the time.
Time zones, yeah.
But I tried it, like I did hang on, but it was still fucked up. Hey, Jeff said it's 3. Yeah, at 10, you idiot. Noon. Add 2 more hours. Oh my gosh. Yeah, do they call that high tea or just tea? I thought that was at 3 though, or 2. High tea. Because isn't tea like almost like brunch before you eat your last, not your last supper? It sounds like you're sitting down with Christ.
We have breakfast, then dinner, then
Breakfast, dinner, and what?
then tea, he says.
Ah,
So I imagine it's after lunch is tea time.
yep. Nice. Tea is anytime after 5.
Oh, okay.
Again, same person, but nice. Breakfast and dinner and then tea. Yeah, tea is anytime after 5. Huh.
Now, isn't their tea different from what we consider tea?
I think it's English tea, or it's like Earl Grey, or I don't think they take milk with it. I think that's the whole deal. I think they think, but then again, I think it's called English tea if you put milk in it, but I could be fucking wrong. He'll correct me.
Yeah, I thought it was the English that put the milk in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What
Because
do
I know American people, for the most part, do milk and sugar. I know I do.
I don't put anything in my tea besides sugar.
Really?
Yeah.
Make it sweet.
Fucking right. Lipton tea, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and bloop of milk. A garlic, a glug. That's what they call it. 1 to 2 glugs of milk. Glug glug. Pick's dad used to do what? Black? He might be sleeping. I think he said black coffee was about the whole sugar bowl of sugar and then a little of milk in his coffee.
Now, I have taken my sweet tea, just Southern sweet tea, and add a creamer to it, and it gives it sort of like a.
They call their evening meal tea.
Oh.
Oh, really? Tea is a drink and what we call our evening meal too. Tea is a dunk the bag and add a splash of milk. Yeah. See?
It's cool to learn others' ways and methods.
Right. But there are, and again, ever go to a Chinese restaurant and they can bring you that pot of tea?
The green tea's
Do
all
you
right.
drink it like that, like kind of like sweet water, or do you do the little splash of milk in sugar? Yeah.
Just sugar.
Just sugar.
I do like the green tea though, and I'm a Earl Grey kind of guy if I'm drinking hot tea. So.
Really?
Or red zinger. I've always loved red zinger tea ever since I was a little kid.
I don't think we've ever. I know we've had. I'm a Lipton girl, but they also had like Tetley and Salada. Remember the commercial? Well, you might be too young to. That's Salada tea. That was the commercial logo. Sweet tea with Bailey's. Ooh. See, isn't Bailey's dark? Isn't Bailey's like a coffee brandy or something?
No, Bailey's is Irish cream.
Irish cream, yeah.
It's a liqueur.
But well known to use in coffee, yeah.
Coffee, yeah.
It's an Irish cream that you add to your coffee for a little kick. You know,
Yeah,
start
something
that one. There you go, Bean.
Oh. Yeah, see, I'm not much of a drinker. So I kind of like, I mean, I know, like, not really. There was Kahlua, there was coffee brandy, and then there was amaretto, and then
Another Irish cream, Kirkland. Sweet.
Now you guys just shoot that?
No, you put it in your coffee or something. I mean,
okay.
It's not very bearable by itself, not to me personally, but maybe
Well, like you can take and put it with like butter shots and You make different kinds of drinks with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get Kahlua and Bailey's, put it together. It makes a drink. Add vodka
Oh,
to it.
gotcha,
It makes,
gotcha.
like the White Russians. And
Yeah, yeah.
instead of
See,
adding
that's
just
what I
plain
thought
milk,
it was. Right, something like that. Yep.
instead of adding plain milk, you can add that, and it adds more alcohol to it. So
And doesn't dilute it, which the milk would. Gotcha.
You're adding a few more flavors that way.
Right. I don't know if he'll still be here, but let's check it out. He said if he's still here in 15 minutes, he'll jump on the stream.
I need to go out. Well, I took them out, but you take
I
the
miss
dogs out.
JP.
Hi, Mr. JP.
I heard her in the background. I figured I'd say hi.
Yeah, vanilla ice cream. I
Oh,
heard
Bing, we
that.
need your address. So,
I got you, JP.
all right,
I'll send it over to you, bro.
cool. All right, I'm take the dogs out.
Oh, I know why too, because wonderful Luke from sorry, I just swallowed something. Rocky Mountain Prospecting. Said he ordered freaking him and I a candle. One of those awesome candles.
Oh yes, I ordered me one as well.
I was like, oh geez, I didn't know which I almost said flavor scent to get, so I just said vanilla. But I was like, what? He said, yeah, because you're such an awesome person, and that my stream helps him with his PTSD. So, hey, dude, that's gift enough to know that that you like being a part of this chat and live stream, and that if listening to our conversation helps anybody in any way, shape, or form, yay!
Yeah.
I'm always not so much worried because I'm like, it's the door, worried that somebody's going to be offended. But like I said, for the most part, we all kind of laugh it off. Some people might stagger away going, oh my God, what did I just listen to?
If I can make somebody laugh during my day, that's what makes me happy. Just making somebody else laugh, get a chuckle. Yeah.
Chuckle or even just affirmation that shit happens to everybody. You're not the only one in that boat. It might seem like you are, but we're sinking, right? We're bailing in our own boats right beside you. You know what I mean? And that helps people too realize that, oh, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I think, our shit is like can be draining or depressing or whatever, but not really. Not when you think about what other people are facing in their daily. And we're talking just people in America, never mind in anybody else's countries, because not that I don't feel for them, but I mean, charity starts at home in my book, you know what I mean? And I really think that our elderly and veterans and homeless people need our fucking help, before helping other people. If we have shit left over to help and blah blah blah, fine, but right now I think we should be thinking of our own people that are going without, you know what I mean? And we're feeding other people that Americans are dumpster diving for a meal, to me.
But they have that opportunity where they don't have to. It's
this is true, that some of that is a choice. You're
some of it's a choice where these third world countries they don't have that choice at all.
Right.
I mean, that's just their way they survive, So I can see the need for outside help, but yet there is like people here, like you say, are veterans that get overlooked, different situations where we created that problem. I mean, when they were serving, we created that problem for them, so I'm always willing to help a veteran any day of the week, anytime. Doesn't matter if it's our country, some other country, they were subjected to that sort of under choice, but not really, I mean, it's pretty much they go where they're told. So.
I can do veteran.
Speaking of our awesome veterans of the community, there's one right there.
And again, sorry, I didn't mean for this to be heavy on anybody's plate or what? Shut up. He's like so heavy.
So,
He always throws little snippets in and shit like that. I'd be like, what? What'd you just say? But I happen to catch that one.
but that's one reason I love our community so much is because, we're all sort of feel the same way,
Yes. And like I said, again, I don't mean to upset anybody by saying, I don't care about anybody because, like right now, we're all pulling for everybody in Ukraine and all that, Stop. But it does pull at the heartstrings to know that we have our own that are struggling too,
UPS man, maybe he's here.
All right. We got a package. I like hearing that truck roll up. I never know what it is.
Yeah, ours already went by.
It's Christmas Day.
I know we've been waiting on something for a while now, and I'm wondering if somebody either made off with it or they forgot. Yeah, we supposedly won a giveaway. It's supposed to be what? 1 ounce silver? I'm not saying. Yeah. I didn't say from where. I just. Yeah, it was supposed to be like a 1.
We need to ask first before there's a problem.
I said we don't know what happened. It could have been stolen by somebody, in the mail place. But yeah, everything else we've ever gotten has gotten here. So.
All right, so I'm gonna be sick in the woods.
You're going to be sick in the woods. Yeah. Good luck. No, you can't go with that. It's okay. He'll be back a minute. Okay. They both. Ooh.
Let's break it out my card.
Nice.
This is from Team Clambake.
Yeah, we just said.
Gold-plated quarter, wheat penny.
Yeah, you had your choice, right? Because that was a giveaway, and you're like, I'll take the gold since I like gold prospecting. Yeah.
I think that was your 24-hour live stream giveaway, to be honest.
I think you're right. And Park Rat Pat won, right?
Yeah.
It was his first time ever winning a duck race. That's right, Jeff. Yeah. Yeah, he's been kind of like, he just looked at me and go, I didn't say anybody's name. I just said, like I said, it's been a little bit my. He will come back, okay? He will be back in a minute. Let's stay with Mom. No crying. It's okay. It's okay. You want to come up? Come up for a minute and say hi? Oh my goodness, you're such a big boy. Look. Yeah. Hi, everybody. No. Hello. Right here. Right here. Hey. Hi, everybody. He's still looking towards the door. He's all gone. He'll be back a minute. Okay? You wait a few minutes and then I'll give you a treat. A piece of cheese. A piece of ham. Mm-hmm.
Watch him lick them lips. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yeah. My dogs know what I say. My husband thinks it's funny or that I'm crazy because I talk to them like they're people. Not really, but yeah. I mean, I don't expect them to talk back to a point, but they do. They're funny. They have their own little quirks. Like that, he raises his one paw and he kind of leans. That means he's got to go out.
Nope, it was
and
Amazon.
Then they do that little sneeze thing for yes.
Amazon, darn. That's a Miss JP item then.
Nice cat.
Yeah, more candle
Hey,
stuff.
Rob Random, thanks for joining. Nice cat. Yeah. That's our jacked up Jack Russell.
You know, dogs do understand because Gracie will be up there at the fence and she'll want to come straight back down to the fence, but she has to come through the garden. I'll tell her, stay out of the garden. She'll go around the garden, everything tilled up, and go all the way around, you know. So they have to understand.
They definitely understand. They definitely, just saying like, oh, I'm tired. I think I'm going to go lay down in the bed. Bed is the key word. They both go, what? Then I go, oh, you guys want to go sleep in bed? And they both jump off the couch and go running for the freaking bedroom. So don't tell me that they don't understand what you're saying.
Oh yeah, they do.
Same
Yeah,
thing with,
absolutely.
their favorite food. They know what ham and cheese is.
Ask JP what the Bulldogs do when they say you want to go to Uncle Jeff's. They go
They get
crazy.
real excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It helps
Like
with
going for
the GO word, but
yeah, right. You spell. We spell in our house too. It was
mhm.
a RIGE or the WALK or God
OIT.
forbid, yeah, God forbid,
SIDE.
yeah, God forbid you say beach. Because now I'm like, oh my God, no, they're gonna think we're going to that, and that's like a 20-minute drive, which isn't bad. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, they,
yeah,
they
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 love
get
the
excited off of they feed off us. That's for definitely sure.
yeah, definitely. I'm crazy boy. Yeah. What you doing? It's just like I said. I love them, but when they have that incessive whine,
Random
There
roll.
are no raccoons in my beard.
oh no, yeah, they definitely understand. Mine watch me close due to the health. I bet. Yep. They do. They definitely pick up on that because even when like when you're regularly just kind of feeling like down and because they know the energy you give off too. You know what I mean? Whether you're ready to go out and play or whether you're not to say moping, but kind of dragging ass. They know that. You know what I mean? And they know when you're sad too. Because that's when they really snuggle it. They're right up in your face trying to give you kisses and shit. They know. The only thing with dogs is you gotta be like, okay, when do I let them kiss me? Before they fucking go out, go to the bathroom and lick themselves. You know what I mean? Because I love my dogs, but I always gotta keep that in the back of my mind. This guy just ate shit 20 minutes ago. Be like, yeah, hugs. Yeah. Paw.
Yeah, I've learned with my dog, you don't hug her after she comes back in because you don't know if she's been out rolling in a dead
Rolling.
carcass or what. Because that blue healers, they're famous for just rolling on dead stuff for some
Yeah.
reason. I don't know if it helps their skin, soil, or the hair.
They don't like to smell clean. That's
Yeah,
dogs are like that.
Is
They
that
don't.
is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, they'll roll in anything,
Yeah.
especially bulldogs. They just like being dirty. You can give them a bath and they go find a mud puddle.
Oh no shit. That's
I
funny.
ordered DoorDash yesterday. Imagine that, but the driver come pulling up in the driveway and there was a beautiful bulldog sitting in the back seat and I had to go play. I had
Oh,
to. I
Oh,
mean, and the driver, he's an ex-vet. He was a Marine, so we stood there and talked 15 minutes about dogs and just military, just thanking him for his service and stuff. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. It looked like a young Bella, a young Bella.
oh.
mhm.
Yeah, so I had to tell the
That's too
story
cute.
about my niece and nephew there, Bella and Lynn. So it's always good to see the Bulldogs.
Funny, Mama. I was reading your comment. Yeah, when you spell and your kids like go into first grade and they're like, "Hello, I know that word."
Now, Bean, wasn't you the one last, what was it, Friday morning talking about the ice
Uh-oh, can
cream?
do's calling charts.
Yes,
Oh,
the ERL.
Can do's at work. He can't call charts.
He's trying to make me do
Hey, like it.
I don't know. He's only 5 minutes from the house, so he might have went home for lunch. You never know.
it. Okay.
You did say lunchtime though. Yeah,
It's after 12 somewhere.
yeah, it is. It's 12 and a half.
I'll break out this famous creek water.
Ooh.
Start the Monday off right.
Yeah. I can't do that much. I still have to go out. So
I gotta go out and do some work outside too. So yeah.
no, I mean I've got to drive to town. So
Oh yeah.
You
I
get
can't
to
really-
really do some driving. Yeah. Not
I
just
really
around
have to go
farm.
out.
Oh, when I was at the liquor store, I looked at a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label. $250.
What?
Holy
Why? What makes it different than any other label?
top shelf.
It's the top shelf stuff.
Okay, like I said, that's why I asked questions. I don't know about that. So it's a
It's
better
it's a rare mix or blend that they come out with. It's not like their normal production. It's something special.
Well, yeah, you know how some things are aged 2 years, 7 years, 9 years, whatever. I don't know how long the Blue Label's aged, but it's their top thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sounds like you're buying a bottle of Woodford.
The Woodford was like $50, I think.
The special reserve or something. Or
Now you got quite a bit right there on your shelf.
Do what?
Is that all liqueurs on your shelf?
No, these are all hot sauces.
Okay, I was gonna say the bottles are kind of weird looking at.
It's Benzo's number 7 sauce.
Ooh. Oh, is that all the stuff like Pat tried and almost died on some?
Benzo 7 sauce bottle. Mine's a little bit more
you
empty.
guys. So you like the heat, huh?
Man, it's good on an egg sandwich, though. That's for sure.
Ooh.
It's good on a Philly steak too.
Probably it's about good on everything. Probably.
Yeah, I mean it's an awesome hot sauce.
It reminds me of that old lady in that TV. I put that shit on everything.
That would be Frank's Red Hot Sauce.
Oh, there you go. There it is. Like I said, I'm not a big spicy person, so yeah. I
don't like hot, unbearable hot, but if it's got good flavor and it adds a little heat, it doesn't bother me a bit. But if it's just like eating a Carolina Reaper, no, I'm not down with that. I can't do that. No.
Is that something hot?
Oh yeah,
that's the hottest pepper there is.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I thought a ghost pepper was the hottest pepper.
No,
not no more.
Okay.
Carolina Reaper.
Oh, see, again, I'm not a pepper eater. I don't like peppers, so yeah. So what is it? The least color is the hotter?
It just goes by Scoville units.
Color, really?
It just goes by Scoville units, to my knowledge, where the least say a jalapeno compared to a Carolina Reaper is like a fucking insanely difference. It's just huge difference on the hot scale.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Right, so these little different things between the Brits and the Americans then for words and tea times and stuff like that. So I would say we'd have our breakfast, then what we would have our dinner at what you probably call lunchtime, which is any time between 1 and 2 o'clock. And then when we get home from work, any time after 5 o'clock is what we call tea.
Oh.
Okay.
Some of the old folk call that supper time.
Okay.
But we call supper really late in the evening. So if we've had our tea and then we have like a little snack before bedtime, that's what we call supper.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, definitely different.
Everything's
I like the double
different.
breakfast though.
Everything seems to be different when it's like with food as well. Like excuse me, I'm eating a biscuit.
Not a problem.
You call
biscuit, but that's like a cracker probably.
Your chips we call crisps.
Yep.
Well, what are you talking about when you eat a biscuit? Is that like a
Cookie?
breaded cookie?
No, wait, like that one there. That's custard cream. That's a traditional British 2-layered with custard cream.
cookies.
Almost like what is that? A lady finger that we have, or like a? I'm not
call that
really
biscuit.
doing- Yeah.
Yeah.
We call a cookie, which is like the chocolate chip ones and stuff like that. So we would call those a cookie, but these ones we call biscuits. And I shouldn't be really eating these because they belong to the wife.
So biscuits are more like shortbread cookies.
No, shortbread. We call shortbread. We're very distinctive. So you got your shortbread. We call it shortbread, and then we got the biscuits. Then we got the cookies. We're just, I don't know whether we're weird or whether you simplify things down or what. I don't know, but we're very descriptive about individual little things. It's like we do call some chips. Oh, we got tortilla chips, so we would call them chips. But anything else, like in a smaller bag that's made from a proper sliced up potato, we call crisps.
So
fish and chips. Fish and chips is that fries or are those the crisps?
No, see, they would be your fries are like your McDonald's fries, and we call those fries.
Okay.
Anything fatter than that, we would call a chip.
Okay. So wedges are like a chip.
Can do ask,
They're
what
in
do you
between.
call
See, there
biscuits
again.
and gravy?
Oh, you have wedges too.
We got wedges. So we got fries, we got chips, and we got wedges.
The chips are like the rectangular slices of potato, right?
Hang on, because I've got some in the oven. Not the oven. In the freezer.
It's supper time.
Yeah.
Well,
You asked for it, you'll get it. So there you go. Home style chips.
Yeah.
yeah.
So they're a little bit too fat to what we would call a fry.
See, we got shoestring fries, and then you got fries.
Curly fries.
Curly
Yeah,
fries.
curly,
You get the crinkle
wedge.
cut fries.
Yeah, we got those curly fries. We call those curly fries, even though they're like thicker than fries. So you name it. If we got it, we got a name for it.
Oh,
So
what are you
here's
looking
the-
at, JB?
Here's the pepper scale.
Oh,
It tells you the country they're from and what Scovilles they are. So basically down here you've got the bell peppers that are 0. The first one on a lot of the charts I saw were the pepperoncinis, pepperoncinis, however you say it, wherever you live.
Pepperoncinis.
You know, you got your pepperoncinis here, but you go up. And then you got the ancho chilies and a lot of the Mexican cuisine.
If it don't make my ring sting in the morning, it's not a proper chili.
yeah.
Well, that's what I was looking at. The serranos are 23,000. The jalapenos are only 8,000. The hatch chilies are 8,000. Then you get into.
I mean, the hottest I've had in a curry was made with ghost chilies, and
Okay.
it got to the point where it was a challenge meal. So if we ate the meal, we got a certificate out of it. Not a free meal, just a poxy certificate to say, yeah, you braved this, this hot challenge. And it got so bad, I had heat shakes.
Oh my.
Yeah, you have to just sign a disclaimer before you even touch it. But I was outside after I'd had the meal, and my hands were shaking because of the intensity of the heat.
Wow.
And
Okay,
which pepper was
compared.
that? Is that the
Ghost chili, yeah.
yeah.
It's up.
That's class is mild now, isn't
Right
it, going
there.
by what you got there?
So the difference between a ghost pepper and a Carolina Reaper is about 2 million on the Scoville.
That's about 1 million because it's 2.2.
Wow.
Jason, have you seen the Dragon's Breath chilies yet over there? It says it's from
No.
the United Kingdom.
Baba.
And then a
I'm
Komodo
tempted
dragon.
to do the one chip challenge. But if you buy those off the internet over here, you're talking about 35 quid for a chip.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Holy
Lord.
cow.
And it's not that great. It tastes stale.
A bit like tortilla chips, really, then.
Yeah, it's a tortilla chip, but it tastes stale because of the way they infuse the heat to it. I don't know. But this new Pepper X right here, it's between 3 million. It's waiting verification from the Guinness Book of World Records to be the official hottest pepper.
Wow.
So in
That-
2018, the Carolina Reaper became the hottest world record holder for the
Now,
hottest.
they measure the heat on that by, was it the amount of liters of water required to neutralize it?
Milk.
That's the Scoville units, I think.
Now, I know milk is the worst that you can have.
Oh,
Because
really?
all it does is washes it around your mouth. If you really want to neutralize the heat on it, natural yogurt, which is why they put it in. Which is why they put it in curries and stuff like that.
Okay.
So if you see
Again,
anybody
I'm not a
tackling one of
spicy
those,
person,
and
but
they
it's
say, "I
nice
want
to
the
know
milk,"
that.
you don't want the milk. Don't want the milk. It will just literally wash it around your mouth, and it'll make it worse. You want natural yogurt.
Okay.
I seen West Oz Adventures eating a habanero the other day, and he had a glass of water, a glass of beer, some olive oil,
Yeah.
and,
what is he doing with the oil?
milk. I don't understand the olive oil. I've never heard of that cure for.
Does it coat your stomach?
Well, that's what he was saying. Maybe he was supposed to drink it first to help coat everything. I don't know.
See, that's over here. We got our Indian curry houses make more money from the beer they sell because you get the likes of me going in there, and I like a hot curry. And basically, just to quench your first bit, you're drinking more beer. So they make more on the beer than they do for the curry.
That makes sense. I mean, that's a good marketing strategy.
Well, that's kind of like the bars that put all the salty peanuts, chips, and pretzels out because you're sitting there. Again, it's a petri dish, but hey, everybody's eating this shit, and you're getting I get freaking cotton mouth. Give me another beer. Some more nuts.
Which it's
Andrew
good.
wanted to know what you guys call biscuits and gravy over there, or like
Biscuits and gravy. Gravy is gravy.
okay.
Biscuits.
What, do you guys have the shit on a shingle, chipped beef, or anything like that?
Sorry?
Shit on a shingle, it's where you take a piece of toast and some chipped beef and put it in the gravy and then put it on top of your toast.
No.
Sort of like an open face sandwich.
No. Never done it. If I'm having a sandwich, it's two slices together. If I pick it up, it's all going to come off.
The
open
fucking
face
panini.
So they take 2 slices of bread, lay them flat, and put like hot beef, and then they take gravy and put it on top of it, and then you mash potatoes around the side, kind of thing.
See, I've watched a lot of the Man versus Food, and I just love some of the recipes that you guys have got over there. Makes me really want to come over and tackle some more of it again. But when it comes to, I'll have hot beef in a sandwich, but I would probably just smother it in English mustard.
Right, not the gravy.
Not the gravy.
Does it make
Gravy
your
is
bread
what
all,
we pour on our Sunday
soft?
roast, and that's about it.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay.
So y'all have a light brown or white gravy, not a gray or dark
Yeah,
brown.
it's like a light brown or like a dark brown, depending on what you can actually cook. You can actually cook it with like a chicken stock gravy, so you get like a pale gravy.
Yeah, the creamy yellow color.
Yeah, but we tend to have like the nice brown thick gravy. Some people like it runny like water, but I like it thick. You pour it on your potato, it's going to cover the potato and stay on the potato, not actually sink all the food. But when I was a lot younger and living at home, I used to play football on a Sunday morning. And so my stepmom would cook a nice Sunday roast, and I'd get in around about 10, 11 o'clock at night. And the worst thing you can do is eat a reheated Sunday lunch with gravy on it. Mm. But I found a nice little sweetener for it. If you've got the gravy on it, nuke it in the microwave, and then put, I don't know whether you got it over there.
That's Miracle Whip. That's what we call Miracle Whip salad dressing. They call it.
Yeah, that over the top of a Sunday roast with the gravy on it tastes beautiful. And a lot of people have said to me, "You're disgusting." No, tell you what, until you
So
tried it,
it's mayonnaise. It's not like ranch. It's mayonnaise.
it's more like a sauce rather than a mayonnaise. This one you don't have to keep in the fridge. You know, with the mayonnaise, you've got to keep that refrigerated because it's made with eggs, isn't it? What's up?
Yeah, because Miracle Whip.
Eggs.
Yeah, I'm not a big Miracle Whip lover. Well, I don't like the white. Well, I don't like.
Its
mustard.
ingredients are water, spirit vinegar, rapeseed oil, sugar, egg yolk,
Okay.
modified maize, starch, salt, mustard, powder thickener, just the usual sort of shit, really. Oh, there.
Beans like, I ain't saying it, but I'll show it.
Rob, you've obviously joined at the wrong part of the conversation. If I'm having a freshly cooked roast, it's having the gravy on it and it stays like that. If I've got to reheat it, I'll put salad cream on it. Don't knock it till you tried it.
Very
It's almost 1
understandable.
o'clock here. I gotta get
Mayonnaise
going.
on fries.
Surely not. Oh.
Actually, yeah, we're like 4 minutes away from 3 hours, and I think this is my second stream that's actually gone to 3 hour mark. So I am like thrilled to have everybody here this morning. Thank you so much for coming. And at the same time, because we're not quite out of the month yet, you know, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm up, because you get like 20 free hours. So normally my streams are like 2 hour streams. So I just don't want to be like in the middle of somebody saying something and be like,
no, they don't. It won't cut off.
They'll let
Don't
you go,
go.
but you won't be able to stream after that till you're.
Oh,
What
really?
they do is that if you go over your allotted time in that month, say if you go at 3 hours over, what they would do is they would take that 3 hours off your next month, so you'd only have 17.
Oh, well, that's good to know. That's really good.
So I've had a warning about mine already, and I've only done 2 streams this month, and I've done 14 hours.
Every time I've been like the last 2 times I've signed on, it says your minutes are approaching the end. You know what I mean? So I'm like, not to be like the clock watcher, but yeah, I don't want to.
I do two a month. We do, so we'll stretch it as long as there's people watching. Saturday we started one at 8 o'clock, and we were still streaming at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it was a good 7 hours we were streaming for.
Wow, that's unreal. That is crazy. Like, I'm like digging it that we've actually been here for 3. The only thing is, would you guys mind terribly if I ran to the powder room? Because
No, go, Bean, go.
my back teeth are floating.
Take you a speedy break.
I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, hang on.
Work in the garden.
There we go. That's cookies.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're little mini ones. I'm raiding the cupboard of what my boy takes to school at the moment. These are how small these are.
Yeah, Jim. That was
Oh my
fun.
goodness.
Yeah, so fits in the palm of your hand like that. That's a little mini cookie.
That almost looks like a breakfast cereal size.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't far off.
The Cookie Crisp.
The only trouble about doing this sort of stuff off the phone is that you can't have the chatter with.
Yeah, that's the only problem with the phone. But if you're on your phone and up at the 3 dots, like it's your web browser, and you go to the desktop site,
Oh, right.
you lay your phone sideways, it looks just like it does on the computer.
Yeah.
So you can see chat and the picture at the same time on your phone.
So Rob Random said it's still wrong. Michigan Gems, Joe. Yeah, she was on our live stream on Saturday, and she was pretty much there till the very end. We had some great laughs. There was only 4 of us on and a couple of people in the chat by the time we finished, but we had a great laugh.
Yeah.
I always get a good laugh or turn Michigan Jim's plum blood red. So,
See, Heavy Meadow Detective, he always comes in on our live.
That's
And,
how we found out about you guys.
yeah.
No, it's
See,
great.
Heavy's a big part of our inner community. So, you know, we get to hang out with Heavy person to person a lot of times. So, yeah.
That's what some of us do as well. We have to wait till certain big detecting events before we can sort of like majority of us can get together. Some of them live quite close, but normally it's we'll meet up once a year.
See,
my first time meeting Heavy Meadow Detective was at JP's birthday bash, you know, and you get to meet a lot of good people in places like that, functions and hangouts. But that's where I first met Heavy at.
Rob felt very dirty after our live. Not sure if Rob actually remembers a lot about that live. I think he was smashed off his face on some good weed.
I don't know nothing about
some work outside, I think.
Well, JP, don't get too hot out there.
Oh, no. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for coming up.
See you, JP.
See ya.
Well, I'm going to head off now and get myself sorted out here. But it was nice to pop on.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. Well, you're welcome anytime.
It's just a shame that you're with you being at least like 5 hours behind us. When you lot are streaming in like a daytime, it clashes with when we're at work. So I mean, it was Friday. You were live, weren't you? Friday.
Yeah,
Friday. I do Monday and Friday mornings. Yep.
Because when you were streaming, we were sat in the barber shop waiting for my boy to get his haircut.
Oh.
And it kept dropping in and out because I was struggling to get a reception, but I was watching a bit of it, and then by the time we got home, I think you'd finished doing your live. So
we've been thinking about like possibly doing one later, and like later for us, which would be earlier for you guys, but you know what I mean, where I do it. I thought doing Monday and Friday I'd have like the whole week off, but actually think about it, you only have like 3 days off and you're back on again. Because I'm like, oh well, Monday to Friday we'll have the whole week to talk about, you know what I mean?
Now, normally if you like thinking ahead on your live streams and you actually schedule in your time, you can actually work out a set time that you can do your streaming for to make your hours last. I try to do that, but like I said, if there's people on watching, we'll keep on going, because if you've got 4 people in there and you stay on for another hour, that's 4 times 60 minutes. That is there for your channel, sort of thing.
Yep.
But
my live stream does way better, I think, than, not to say than our videos, but over the winter, you only have like so many videos to put out. We haven't like hoarded them or whatever. We haven't learned that trick yet. Normally we make stuff and we upload it, and that we share it.
Most of us are the same as well. Like as soon as you've got a video and you edit it, you're itching to put it out there to see what people's feedback is on the video. Yeah. We do have some people that are still uploading videos from October last year, because they probably get out a lot more often, and then they're able to bank up these videos.
Yeah.
And fair play to them. But I do one. Mine's always released within a week of doing the video, and then I have to take a bit of time to edit it together, and then I'll stick it out there. No point hoarding it. Yeah. Especially if you find something good.
Right, exactly. Like, yeah, you definitely want to show it. But yeah, like I said, that's why another reason why I did start the live stream. You know what I mean? To get our channel.
It's a bit of variety as well, isn't it? Because like you have your detecting videos and your magnet fishing videos and all that. And when you come on doing a live, you can get various different people coming on, and you talk about anything. It doesn't have to be set to any particular topic.
Exactly. not work off of, but I feed off of what we discuss in the chat with with everybody that's here. And if somebody brings something up, it might jog a funny memory or whatever.
Yeah.
And like our conversations go like that. We could be talking something here and then go to here. Huh, Jeff?
Oh, yeah. I've not blushed yet. I've never blushed yet.
You're shaking your head quite a bit.
I'm over here reading Michigan Jim. She's being naughty.
Oh, you guys, they have such a
Is it naughty about me again? Because she sometimes likes to have a little pop at me, bless her.
She does me as well, Jason. Don't feel
Joe
lonely,
likes
brother.
to have fun.
She's fine. I've spoken to her a couple of times by Messenger on Facebook for tips on magnet fishing and all that, and I think her bark's worse than her bite, so she's all right. Anyway, I've got to get back and make some more tea.
No,
enjoy your tea.
Yeah, the guy has the thumb. We got the pinky. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jason.
Bye.
You guys, I think we're going to call it. I am like so lucky to have the people that I just had visit today and all of you in the chat as well. And I think 3 hours is good. Good time frame. I want to thank you all for staying for that long. Jem, for coming back. We really appreciate hanging out with all of you guys, like for real. And I hope you guys laugh in the chat as much as we do up here on the dais, so whatever you want to call it. And Jeff, as always, thanks so much for coming up and helping pull me through the keeping everybody amused. It's always a lot easier to entertain when you have somebody else, you know what I mean, that's there to help hold the conversation, or if I'm, blah, 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 you're reading the chat and, catching people saying goodbye or coming in. And that's always nice too, because then I'll look at the chat scrolling by, so I make sure that I don't miss anything.
Yeah, I'm not much to look at, but I'm guaranteed to make you laugh at least once.
Shut your face.
I'll at least get a giggle out of you.
Anywho, I love you guys for being here. Thank you so much, Jeff, for co-hosting with me.
Anytime, Bean.
Anytime you're in, come on up. The freaking door is always open. Any of you in the chat want to come up here, all you have to do is hit that button. I will not turn anybody away. Okay? With that, thank you all for coming. Have a great day, and we'll see you all on Friday and do it all again.
Bye, guys.
Peace out. Bye, guys. See you later. So I was trying to hold